So it's been a while since the whole Smash controversy happened. Um, to me, I really didn't know about it until around the 4th of July when I was, looking through YouTube, seeing who's uploaded something. And I did hear about the whole Evo event as well. But for Evo, I'm only really interested in Smash Brothers and maybe Dragon Ball Fighters to an extent. But I just wanted to give my thoughts now that I know a little bit more about what's going on. I think I'm not usually a competitive player. In both like Smash Brothers, Fortnite. Games that right now are pretty popular and have a competitive scene. I don't really like to focus on that because I feel like it just brings out too much competition. Well, competition's good, but there's too much salt. The whole thing where like the Smash community is toxic and all that stuff is because of the competitive scene. And to be honest, I mean, judging from what's happened and what the people that are leading the competitive scene, it's no surprise that we are labeled as toxic, or that everything right now is happening the way it is. Out of everybody, I think the most surprising person to me is Zero. That even he had some sort of involvement in this. I did see a little bit of his thoughts and his side of the story. I don't have Twitter, so I couldn't really go in and read the full proof he had, I guess you would say. But just looking back, all these players, I understand, from what I've gathered, what they did, at least, some of them were really bad because some of them were like really, offenders, and others were just acting like horny teenagers, right? In Zero's case, he was flirting with that girl, but he didn't know she was young. Once he found out her age, you could tell he felt uncomfortable with the situation. But even then, that's something that you would come out and say, like, oh, hey, I'm sorry about that. Don't try to like make it awkward, like be like, oh, my bad, I didn't know how old you were. And then you kind of make it a little more public. That way, it doesn't come to bite you in the butt like it did now. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why I tried to go in and kind of see what was going on, because Zero usually uploads around 10 o'clock every day, and it had been 2 days since he uploaded. It was the weekend, so I was thinking, oh, maybe he's taking a break, maybe he's trying to enjoy 4th of July with his girlfriend. And that's another thing. When I heard that he was being weird again, with like a minor, I was like, well, doesn't he have a girlfriend? What would he need to ask a minor for photos? But it happened a long time ago, so it's kind of like shocking to like find out that they did this so long ago, and that they've been kind of just hiding it all this time. But as of right now, I think things have calmed down, but there's got to be really a big change. For the bigger offenses, I think Nairo's the biggest one, and I don't really follow Nairo, so to me it's like, oh, I wish him the best. Hopefully he can kind of learn from this and come back, as well as Zero. But Zero really shocks me. I think it's because I follow Zero. It would probably be the same if I followed Nairo, for example. I'd feel like bad for him. I'd be like, oh, trying to understand ways that he can kind of improve on this, but that doesn't excuse what they did. I do understand that a lot of these were stuff that young kids kind of go through. You ask for pictures. I mean, I don't know. I guess it does depends who you are, or how kinky you can get. Because I mean, I've never asked for photos for anyone, only because I've never wanted to send my own photos, so I wouldn't want to ask for someone else. Right now, I mean, it's we're in the middle of July, pretty much. It's July 12th when I'm recording this, and everybody's kind of taking a break. At least the people accused, I believe. Haven't heard too much from Zero. Nairo's pretty much blank. Only like anybody who's innocent is still doing stuff because obviously they can, right? Mewtwo King. I heard that even he was oh shit. Even he was it was said that he was part of this, but then he had to come out and kind of like explain why, which was probably very uncomfortable for him. Like I saw the video, but it's something that definitely helps his case a lot. I mean, it's not to say he can't take part in it as well, but it's just shocking, like to think that like. I mean, because essentially Smash, in the end, is a game for kids, right? But, and for such, like, crazy stuff to unfold with this game specifically, I don't know, whoa, that was weird. I've always seen Smash in a positive light. I never like competitive, drama. Because, I mean, it ruins the game for Smash Brothers. I've seen it, ruin games like Fortnite. But in the end, it's just really shocking just to hear that everything's happened so far. I mean, even I myself am trying to kind of get better at the game. Maybe I could try my hand at competitive, but I couldn't imagine ever being like in a toxic group. But really, pretty much. To sum it all up, that's my thoughts. It's shocking to hear what's happened. It's more shocking to hear that Zero was involved because I do follow Zero. But hopefully, everybody who was mentioned can find a way to turn things around and fix everything. But that's everything I wanted to say. I'll catch you guys in the next video. So until next time, bye.